tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Can you please state your name and profession?
Jordan Jones, journalist for The Lowdown.
And Mr. Jones, as a reporter, can you please tell us how you became directly involved with Mr. Giles' attempts to disrupt my client's business venture?
I'm not a reporter, I'm a journalist.
Just answer the question, please.
Well, it all started when my editor called me into her office.
There you are.
Morning, Perry.
Heard about the river monster?
Yeah, total load of crap.
Well, the other papers broke the news this morning. And even if it's a lot of crap, we're behind. And Udaway Mining is hurting because of it.
First, I don't do news. And second, why do we care about Udaway Mining?
Because they provide your paychecks.
What?
Their ads fund half the papers, Jordan.
Well, why can't you get George to tie it down?
I can't give a story with so much risk to an intern.
I can't cover this manure. It'll ruin my reputation. I'm a serious
Who
journalist.
cares about your reputation when your job is on the line? You've been turning down way too many stories lately. You're good, but if you don't step up to the plate soon, you'll be good and gone. Understood?
Let me guess, you had another fight with your editor?
She just doesn't understand that these fluff stories are undermining my journalistic talent. I'm seriously starting to doubt this small town. Nothing interesting ever happens.
What does she have you working on now?
Some river monster or something. Anyways, it's obviously a hoax.
Sounds pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, for a kid's book. Maybe this week I should document my travels with Puff the Magic Dragon.
Actually, I saw the monster on the news this morning, and it all just seems so strange to me.
What do you mean? Don't tell me it's got you convinced too.
I checked into it, and turns out there have been several similar sightings in towns all over the regions over the years. I really don't think you should let this story go.
Well, I'm glad you think that. Either way, I don't have much choice. Schwartz will have my job if I don't do this.
You got any cigarettes?
No, sorry. Hi, I'm Jordan Jones with The Lowdown.
We ain't supposed to talk to reporters.
Not a reporter. Anyways, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your encounter with this river monster?
Ah, what the hell. We was working the night shift.
We was just picking up pills right there.
Hey, Jean, pass me that deer's lynch. Did you hear that?
I think you've had a few too many.
No. Listen. I heard that one. Ah, sacre la blood. I ain't seen nothing like it.
What did this monster look like?
Well, we didn't get real good looks. It was night and all, but it's kind of like a person, kind of not, you know?
Yeah, kind of like a sand splash.
Yeah, but green.
I looked deep into his eyes, and he pierced my soul.
I'd say we found that.
If this continue, we will have to strike.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that. You'll have to leave now.
All right then. Thank you very much for your time.
Have yourself a good day.
The next person I interviewed was Mr. Lessange, CEO for the company.
Udaway Mining?
Correct.
Ah, Mr. Jones. Come, sit.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to see me. I'd like to know your opinion on this so-called river monster.
Right now he's a threat, not only to the safety and security of my miners, but also to the productivity of the mine.
So you're saying that this monster is dangerous?
Potentially, yes. Some of my miners have already stopped working, which slows down the provincial and local economy.
Mr. Lessange seemed to be quite eager to get rid of this monster, no matter what the cost. So, Mr. Lessange, I'm curious. Do you really think there is a monster out there scaring your employees? I mean, they're about to go on strike over this. It just all seems a little extreme to me.
I'll let you in on a secret. Off the record? My workers aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. I believe them because I don't believe they could make something like this up. I need you to expose this weirdo and get them back in the mine. Capiche?
Hey Jordan, a couple kids called about a sighting of this river monster guy. I want to go check it out.
Me.
Yes, you, Jordan.
Of course, me.
Man, it was crazy. He had some giant axe or something.
We had nothing to do with that stuff. Honest, we just wanted to film some tricks.
Well, do you have any footage?
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
yes. Great. Wow, this is some good stuff. Do you have a copy somewhere that I could have?
Dude, it's already up on Facebook.
Oh. Well, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Great. Bye. I then wrote a story emphasizing the lack of credibility of this monster. I called him a fake, a phony, and a fraud, a total of 8 times. I also used the word laughing stock and ridiculous.
Even after you saw their footage, you didn't believe their stories were true?
Not a bit. This Riverman story didn't deserve more than a single wimpy column on the back page. It's you.
I thought you were a serious journalist.
I am.
And today's story, we both know that was lies. You really don't give a flying noodle about the mining, do you?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But our clients are suffering because of you.
Let me tell you my story, and why they deserve to suffer.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm the only one who has nothing left to lose.
Do you mind if I record this?
I come from a village, just like this one, but it was destroyed by those crooks at Udaway Mining.
How?
Several years ago, they made some big promises about the future. They polluted our water, and most of us were horribly poisoned. Me, my entire family, we were all victims. I guess that's what you call best practices.
But why did you come to me?
I need you to help me expose them.
So you want me to endorse terrorism?
They are destroying our river, our town, and our lives. I'm helping you.
Well, why don't you come back here tomorrow? Maybe 10 o'clock at night?
Do you want to expose me?
No.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Hello, officer. Yes, I've got some information about the river monster that you might like to know.
Interesting. So what I can gather from all of this is that this so-called river monster was willing to endanger innocent lives, disrupt a multi-million-dollar project, all for his own self-righteous vendetta. Is that correct? Seems like an open shut case to me, Your Honor.
No, wait a second. I'm not done yet. Couldn't sleep that night. And the next day, I went and met with Mr. Lessange again.
Ah, Jordan. May I call you Jordan? Come, sit. A drink.
No thank you, I'm fine. I'd just like to ask you a few questions. So, how much research have you done on the environmental impacts of the pollution from your mine in our river?
Lithium is going to revolutionize the computer industry and make the people in this community rich.
But what about the environmental impacts?
There is no environmental impact. We use best practices.
And what does that mean?
Jordan, every year 1,000 kids are seriously injured using skateboards. Does that mean we stop producing skateboards?
What are you getting at?
There's a price to be paid for progress.
So you admit having problems in the past?
You're a real go-getter, aren't you? We've just lost our director of communications, and we could use a man with your expertise. If you perhaps told our side of the story, I could put you in an office by Monday.
What's it worth?
A lot more than a local reporter, I can tell you.
Well, thank you. I'll consider it.
Yeah. Good to see you again.
You too. Thank you for your time.
Hello, Pavars? Yes, we have a problem.
What's up?
Done.
What's wrong?
I don't know who to trust anymore. I'm starting to think that this corporation isn't as squeaky clean as they want us to think.
I know, right? The things that are coming out of those mines are awful. Did you know that when you Google netherbinium, nothing comes up? It's pretty strange, eh?
Gotta go. I'm in some pretty deep stuff, Annie. Just hope I made the right decision. Come in quietly. We don't have much time. I understand what you're trying to do and I think it's the right thing, but I'm really sorry. The police are gonna be here any second.
The police?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
You set me up.
rights remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
So you regretted setting him up?
Yes, I realized that my notion of what was right and wrong had been misguided. This riverman, whoever he was, had more regard for the well-being of our community than Mr. Lessange. Unfortunately, I realized this too late.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Peepers. Witness, your excuse. Mr. Thomas, do you have any witnesses to call?
I would like to call upon my client, Hugh Giles, also known as Riverman.
Will Hugh Giles please take the stand?
You understand you are under the oath to tell the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
What were the reasons behind your actions?
The company destroyed my village, and they ruined my life. I have vowed to do whatever I can to stop them, because they're murderers!
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Please continue.
I come from Harwood, Nova Scotia. Oodway Mining came to us, and they promised jobs and wealth for our community. Instead, they polluted our river and made everybody sick.
Objection. How do you know it was us?
Your operation dumped sludge into our river. You killed all the wildlife and made all the people ill.
Objection.
Do you have any proof of this?
See this? This is taken from the river in Harwood. And this is what it did to me. This is what it did to everyone exposed to it.
The media get a hold of this, tear you apart. It'll be the end of Oodway Mining.
How do we avoid this?
You'll have to drop all charges.
With the money we've lost.
It's the only way.
Fine.
Excuse me, Your Honor. My client would like to drop all charges on Mr. Riverman.
We still have several witnesses, but if that is your wish, very well. The prosecutors have dropped all charges against the defendant. Mr. Giles, you are hereby free to go. Court dismissed.
All rise.